Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show to talk about some MLB news. So we're into some stuff yesterday. This first thing from John Morosi here. So, source. The Angels have had recent dialogue with Blake Snell, the reigning NL Cy Young Award winner who had a fantastic year last year for the San Diego Padres. And if note, since the Angels aren't viewed as a strong candidate to sign Yamamoto, they're not one of the candidates or the favorites to sign Yoshinobu Yamamoto. They don't need to wait on his market choice to act in the pitching market. So yesterday the Angels had some talks with Blake Snell. I don't think Blake Snell's gonna go there. I mean, it's simple probably why you want to go there. He has a house in Laguna/Newport Beach. I mean, the Angels are trying to sign some good players so they don't suck. People ask, oh, why would he want to play for the Angels? They suck. And the Angels are trying to sign some good players so they don't suck. And money is pretty important to most free agents. And the answer's always the money. And he has a house in Laguna/Newport Beach. And getting overpaid to live in Newport Beach is pretty appealing, maybe, to Blake Snell. But with his money, he can live there anyways. But will he go to the Angels is the question. There's a chance. I'm not going to say there's no chance. If he had no interest, I don't think this tweet would have been made. So I think he has probably a little bit of interest, possibly. But he'll probably have a regression because it's such an Angels move, and he'll have a higher ERA because that's typical Angels. Every time you have the Angels, you regress your pitching. But that's a good move for them, to be honest. I mean, maybe Blake Snell would actually have a good season and be their number one pitcher. So, source from Jason Mackey. Sources, the Pirates are bringing Andrew McCutchen back on a 1-year, $5 million deal. I think it's a W. He had a pretty solid season. The guy's 37, can only DH. He should be grateful they're still getting contracts. So I think it's a W to bring him back as a DH. I feel like this could be his farewell season. Possibly, because I don't think he has many more seasons left. And this is great. He returns for the 16th season and begins the year with 299 career homers. And he can have a 300 homers this year. And he says he plans to play at least 2 more seasons and hopes to retire as a Pirate. So he plans to play at least 2 more seasons and then hopes to retire as a Pirate. He'll probably sign another 1-year deal after this season. So he's probably going to retire as a Pirate, most likely. So yesterday, free agent reliever Yuki Matsui and the Padres had discussed a free agent contract. Source confirms Yamato Sansepo has reported that the sides are, quote, close to an agreement. That was yesterday, and the Padres, it came out like a few minutes later, like 5 minutes later, that the Padres had offered left-handed pitcher Yuki Matsu, how do you fucking say his name? A contract, source confirms. San Diego's been looking for relievers, and with the ability to close, he's coming off a career high 39 saves with the Tohoku Ratkin Golden Eagles in 2023. And he's close to signing a multi-year contract with the Padres, source confirms. Fine saying and Yamato Sansepo were in on the agreement. So he's going to be at San Diego Padres. So they've pretty much replaced Josh Hader, their closer from last year, All MLB closer, with Yuki Matsui. How do you fucking say his name? Not part of the nerd community, but he's pretty much going to be their closer. The Yankees claimed infielder Jeter Downs off waivers from the National. That's the best Jeter in Yankees history, right there. So per the New York Mets, they made a trade. The New York Mets announced today that the club had acquired right-handed pitcher Adrian Houser and outfielder Tyrone Taylor from Milwaukee in exchange for minor league right-handed pitcher Coleman Crowe. I think it's a good trade, honestly. This is a decent move, actually, in terms of depth. You're getting a good depth piece. So, good depth pieces for New York. I think they won that trade. So I'm not sure about Coleman. What the fuck is his name? Coleman Powell? I don't fucking say. I already forgot his name. You can tell how irrelevant he is. So Ron Washington, no Angels manager, he said he recently visited Mike Trout at his home in the Philadelphia area. this man is really struggling to find stuff to post. Like, why is this important from John Morosi? Come on. So, Yoshinobu Yamamoto has a strong desire to pitch on the biggest stage in that MLB, according to people familiar with his thinking. And he said the Yankees are viewed as me as the frontrunner. And he basically said he still thinks that's the case. What kind of sources those familiar with his thinking? Makes no sense. But I think it's either going to be the New York Yankees or the LA Dodgers. Most likely. That's going to be either one of the two teams. I don't think it's going to be the Mets at this point. I think it's going to be either the Dodgers or the Yankees. So we had a little bit of news for the Giants catcher Tom Murphy, and the Giants have agreed on a 2-year deal with an option for the 3rd year. Source confirms at Ken Rosenthal's report. Wow. So I guess Joey Bart's going to be the backup catcher. Tom Murphy's guarantee with the Giants is a little below $10 million. Source says he posted an .873 OPS in 47 games with the Mariners last season. I mean, that's a good backup, I guess. I mean, that pretty much tells me Joey Bart's not going to be on that. It might get traded at some point. The Rangers had remained in contact with Martin Perez's camp until he reaches agreement with the Pirates. Texas is in the market for rotation help, especially on shorter-term deals, while Max Scherzer recovers from surgery. So, Martin Perez signed with the Pirates. The Rangers remained in contact with his camp until he reached an agreement with the Pirates. I think that's all from John Morosi. See if we have anything from John Heyman. Really nothing from John Heyman. It's a 1-year, $8 million deal for Martin Perez, by the way. It's a deal with the Pirates and a 1-year, $8 million deal, so it's kind of a prove-it deal, I guess. If he's bad this year, they probably won't bring him back next year. So, is there anything from Bob Nightingale? The Detroit Tigers, who become Series AL Central Division title contenders, officially announced the signing of former Cardinals starter Jack Flaherty to a 1-year, $14 million contract that increases to $15 million if he makes 30 starts. Could they be contenders? I mean, it's the AL Central. You just have to be a team in the division to count as series contenders. The AL Central's bad. But, I don't know if they're series contenders. Nothing really that from Bob Nightingale. See anything from Mark Feinsand. The Orioles have announced their agreement to a partnership with the state of Maryland. Governor Westmore and the Maryland State Authority will keep the Orioles at Camden Yards for 30 years. So 30 years, I think it's a beautiful ballpark, so I think that's a W. To be ran for the next 30 years. So this year's MLB pre-arbitration bonus pool has been allocated. 10 players earning a bonus of more than $1 million, including 5 pitchers and 5 position players. 17 players who made their debuts in 2023 earned bonuses led by Tanner Bibby, $1 million, and Matt McLain, $445,000. And the top 5 players were Julio Rodriguez with $1 million, 1.8 million, Corbin Carroll 1.8 million, 1.7 million for Adley Rutschman, Spencer Strider 1.6 million, Justin Steele with 1.6 million. So McLean's the lead, think it's well deserved, and for Tanner Bibby, Bobby, how do you fucking say his name? But the thing might really be it. There's not really any more MLB shit to talk about. Just wait for Yoshinobu Yamamoto signs. Whenever he signs, I'll probably do like a separate video on it. But yeah, it's all for the MLB. So until next time, I'm out. Peace.